First, I want to thank Pastor Rouse and other pastors in Clinton Hill that allowed us to have the opportunity to use this church today. They did a bold and courageous thing. I'd like to start by saying it's unfortunate that our community is divided this way, that there's so much vitriol and hatred and us running for office. This man is not my enemy, he's not my opponent. Ultimately, there are things that we have to do in this world. We don't benefit from the kind of things that are going on in this church here today, that we have to begin to bring this community together, because there's some other people who are benefiting from what we're doing in here today. Number one, we do need a Southport Development Corporation that begins to do something about the businesses on our block. We need that. We need to begin to develop the corridors on Bergen Street and Clinton Avenue and Lyons Avenue. Those things need to happen immediately. We've had a mayor here who's lied to us. Who's lied to, well, he lied to a lot of you, because I never believed him from the very beginning. He's lied to us. And more importantly, he's neglected the Southport on purpose. He knows this is not his voting base, and he's neglected us. The problem is we have a council that has allowed him to do that. That's the problem that I have fundamentally, that there's no real checks and balances there, that the mayor is allowed to run over this. See, those businesses and community corporations were opposed to the city because they weren't getting any help. For 3 years, they didn't see any money, any development, any this. I spoke to them. So recently now, they're getting all